Welcome back, everybody, to get another episode of Three Bros and a Mic. You know who we got here, man. Zay, Mike, J Mac, Mark. We got Three Bros and a Mic. Now, how y'all feeling, man?
Good, man. Good.
Always good to be back with my brothers, man.
Yes, sir.
Always, man.
You be hanging.
Oh, man.
Too slow to
It's all good.
All right, so, you know, football season is back in.
Yes, sir.
Our favorite teams are doing something.
Mine not.
I mean,
Only
Yeah,
team
man.
in the NFL right
or maybe not. But I thought we'd talk about, man, a topic I think is, we see it all the time, man, toxic fans. Toxic fans, man. Those sporting fans that are toxic. So, I wanted to hit y'all with this, man. So, your team hasn't won a championship, right?
Okay. Yep.
Since, you know, payphones were in existence.
1972.
Way back in the day, right? You know, and we're still buying season tickets. Your team keeps failing you. But yet we're still buying tickets.
Yeah.
Loyalty. But yet we can't be loyal in our relationships. We're being loyal to a team that don't even know our first names. We're being loyal to a team that switches up on you, don't care how you think or how you feel. But yet, it's something about having the name across your chest and their name on your back.
Right.
It makes you feel like you're a part of something. So they call it a Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
It's like you keep praising the abuser. You keep empathizing and sympathizing with the abuser. They keep abusing you every season. Every season they keep letting you down. And you keep going back. The Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
Interesting.
So, here's my question to y'all, man. I mean, some of us, you know, real talk though, some of y'all have been riding the struggle bus every year. I'm right here. Right here. I've been riding that struggle bus with Atlanta since 2016. Well, really before then.
Before then, right.
98,
Right.
94, all the way back, man, when we had Chris Chandler in them. Way back when, with
man.
Jamal Anderson, man.
Yeah. Right.
Jamal. But have y'all ever noticed, man, how fans get mad at players for chasing the bag? Have y'all seen that? Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
I can speak to that. Our quarterback tour,
Uh-huh.
man,
Uh-huh.
overpriced,
Chasing the bag.
overrated, but he getting paid like he one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Right.
Right.
But yet, billionaire owners do it all the time.
Yeah.
But we don't trip about them, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to get a feel of how y'all feel about, is there such a thing as being too toxic when it comes to sports?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
you
question.
gotta know where to draw the line. You know, you're not an employee of these people organizations.
You ain't getting
Yeah,
paid.
these people ain't paying your mortgage or your bills, your day to day.
Yeah.
Once the game go off, I let it go. It's over with, man. You know,
You ain't stressing about it, no sleep.
man.
Lose no sleep.
That's it.
But y'all have seen those clips of like, you know, fans that have gone viral and how they've like reacted to
Burning jerseys.
I mean, breaking televisions,
Right,
and
yeah, fast.
punching.
People are depressed over
Punching
this
the walls
Yeah.
out and stuff like
losing their
that.
jobs because they
Yeah,
can't focus.
fast. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, man.
At what point does it stop being fun and start being like abuse? Like, at
what
what point?
sickness, man. It's like
Is it that point?
Yeah, I think so. But you know, like fan is short for fanatic, and I think if we break down what a fanatic is, not a fan, right? But a fanatic is an obsession, right?
Yeah.
That's I think that crosses the threshold of normal,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah.
normalcy. So it'll cause people to kind of do some crazy things. But to your point, Zay, I do think that there's a certain line that really shouldn't be. That shouldn't be crossed. But I think that's with everything though too, right? So it's inside and outside of sports, right? You got some people that are like that. Almost an occult following for like y'all don't kill me for Beyonce, or I mean it's anybody, right? For any right. It could be Gladys Knight, yeah, right?
Your Taylor, your
Swifties, right?
Slick, boy. Ooh.
Right.
I mean, but it's crazy how, these fanatics that you're speaking of, man, how sometimes your mood depends on a grown man. If you think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
That's
your
no, you're
mood
very
depends
on another
You're
grown
right.
man.
on
that
another
don't
grown
know you
man's
from Adam or Eve.
actions.
Right, yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's cheaper to go to therapy.
Right, yeah.
It's cheaper to go to therapy,
Please
man.
make this kid.
But if y'all believe in like vicarious living, I think that's a part of it too, right? Sometimes we see ourselves and some of the accomplishments or some of the goals that we may have wanted, or some of the ideas living it through,
Right,
I'm saying, somebody else, and that's a figure, almost an extension of our delusion or our subconscious.
Yeah.
I could
right?
make that kick. I could have made that.
Right,
catch.
right. And it's barbershop. You know what? And it's funny that you mention that because it's barbershop talk that always gets me riled up every time when I would hear barbers and people in the chair, and they would make it sound so easy. It's just like well, all LeBron had to do was hit that field. I mean, hit that free throw, right? It's just like all he had to do was it really that easy, right? The man just played 38 consecutive minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, let's bring it on home, man. Young Ho!
You're right.
Young Ho! Listen, I love you, bro. I mean, it happens, man. But it's no
Y'all
different.
had to do it like that, G. Man. He
I
gave
know
y'all
he
his
didn't
best
have
years,
to,
man.
bro. He done gave us some good kicks down these years, man. But that's crazy, though. All it takes is one time.
That's it.
When the game's on the line, forget about your history.
Yeah.
Forget about what you. That's just like relationships.
What we done for you
It
lately,
just,
right?
it just takes one thing.
One thing.
Forget about
People turn
everything
on
else.
you real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, he missed it. Okay, I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, but I got over it. He's human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So here's my question to y'all, man. How about this? Generational loyalty. Are y'all loyal to fans? Is it generational in family, or you picked your own team? Is it like a generation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, is it
yeah.
a generational family thing?
Tradition type of
Tradition,
thing.
yeah.
Are y'all rocking? Like your family was rocking with the Packers,
Right.
Yeah.
and you like, nah, I ain't rocking
Right.
with the cheeseheads. Like, I want to do my. Are y'all
Yeah.
generational? Are y'all
So-
loyal in generations? Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it's not really generational. I mean, being from DC, my dad and uncles and all them, they love the Redskins. Now the Commanders, right? But,
Indigenous people, Commander.
yeah, for sure. I think it was more of a timing thing. Like, I mean, I actually started out as a Cardinals fan
Okay, Arizona.
initially. Yeah,
Well, back then.
yeah, back then, right.
Old school, like,
And that was because I went to a book fair, and I mean, I don't know, maybe the second grade, first grade, second grade, and one of the things I got from the book fair, which wasn't a book, obviously, was a Cardinals squishy football.
Oh, okay.
And I just love playing with the football, and so that's kind of what started me, and then of course,
Yeah, the sentimental something.
right, that attached to it. So, but I mean, everybody know I'm a cheesehead now, since forever, probably since the third grade going out. So it was more of a timing thing for me,
Y'all
and
the best team in
sentimental.
the NFL right now too.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah. Shout out to the Packers, man. We doing it. Yeah, looking
Zay,
good,
Zay,
looking good.
what got you with the MIA?
Oh man, my grandfather, man, inducted me into this life of misery.
Oh man, life of misery, huh?
Set you up, huh?
Yeah, man. I had one good run with my guy Dan the Man Marino.
Yeah.
Ever since then, man, it's just been season after season of disappointment. But every year springs eternal new hope. But now we already done. It's 3 weeks into the season. I'm already looking forward to 2026.
For all of y'all though, when it before Mark and Jimmy answer, for all of y'all though, what I guess when did it shift for y'all when y'all actually started watching and becoming in tune with the team?
Which means shift, become more
See,
serious,
so for me, it was more or less just paraphernalia. It just looked
okay.
cool. I was in the first grade. I had a love for the game, but it was more Perry. It was nice toys. Dan Marino. I had a notebook with him on. So I like the Dolphins back then
You
too.
like collecting things.
Collecting things, yeah. But then after a while, I was just like, ooh. Now it's Madden, 96. Now I'm playing. Now I'm starting to I'm watching this on Monday Night Football. Then it evolved into exactly, right.
Nah, I would agree with you on that, but I think video games growing up, I mean, going for from the cube to to sticks to seeing all these players and you see it and you playing with them.
Yeah.
Kind of like you growing with the system.
Right,
So
right.
I get I think
Cool.
at some point probably middle school where it started clicking.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was I'm from Cali, right? Originally born. So
Right.
With the Chargers before they moved.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
San Diego. Right?
Yeah. It's a damn stage, bro. But being in the A, Falcons, and at some point I was with Packers, bro, for 3 or 4 years, man. So I had to
Okay.
go and everything.
Yeah.
Bro, so it's just
the
kind of
A-Rod era or the Brett Favre era?
Oh, it had to been the Favre era for sure. Yeah.
Wild, man. So,
It's crazy because we had them first and we didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we let them go. I think for me, man, I was, I'm a military baby, man. So
Right.
I was born in North Carolina, so it was not. Well, Carolina
Kansas.
wasn't even in existence when I was born. But it was Dallas first. It was the Cowboys.
why was that?
Why was that?
Grandfather.
You know what? It really was because I think after I was born in '83, we moved to Texas in '90.
Okay.
And
Oh, that was the height of the.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that era, yeah.
It was on from
Cowboys
worst to
were
first,
in
man. They were
the
getting there. So that that's
Yeah.
right when I think
makes
that was
sense.
right after the trade. I think was that Herschel
Walker.
trade.
Okay,
yeah.
You know, then we got Emmett and then Irvin and then Aikman. And then Moose
Johnson.
Johnson.
Jake Novich.
You know, all
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
Novacek, all them, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
I rode that, you know, and then everywhere we went, moved from there. It was like Dallas. And then '94 when we came here, I think I was at my grandfather's house, and we were watching football, and I saw the Falcons play. My wife is calling me, but
Man, you see, we still have.
Yeah.
we're just going off here. You know, wifey Texas, but watching the football game, and I saw the Falcons, man, and I just fell in love with the Dirty Bird. Like it wasn't Dirty Bird then, but like just seeing the fans, and like all of a sudden, like my family members were rooting for the Falcons, and I was like, okay. And then when I grew up and got into it, it was probably like '96 when they were really starting to really pick
some
up,
traction,
and I've just been with them ever since. You know, been through it all. But if Mako was here, he a Saints fan. He's been through it all. Like from the bags, the trash bag, the garbage, not the
brown paper
grocery
bags.
bags, the brown grocery bag. So that's why I was asking like about the generational loyalty, because sometimes people just ride because they family ride, and you know, then at some point, like you said, when do you pivot and say, you know what? Like for instance, my dad, if he was here, bro, he couldn't give you a team. He changes every week.
We call them bandwagoners.
Right. But let's talk about that. I'm glad you said that, because sometimes being a bandwagon really is stress free.
Oh yeah,
You
for
ain't got to
sure.
trip.
You're not
For sure.
You ain't got to trip about that. Like,
sure.
I kid you not, my daddy had a Falcon jacket and a Tampa Bay jacket. Whenever they play, because they're division rivals, by halftime, this nigga done changed.
To whoever was winning at
From
that time.
whoever's winning, the other one. I'm sitting there stressing out in my Deion Sanders jersey.
Yeah.
He was like, man, let's go Tampa Bay. Like, he done flipped the script, bro.
Wow, right.
So, I mean, like,
crazy.
is it ever cool to switch it up, or do you ride or die with your team?
I think I don't know. I wouldn't say it's cool, because if you like that, you know what I'm saying, with your teams, then like, I mean, are you like that like in your relationships?
Now you go deep there. You go deep there.
So
I can trust you to.
right. So I think when you see someone's loyalty to a team or to an entity of some form of fashion, it kind of tells you a little bit about their character.
Is that commendable, or that stupidity?
That's a real question. That's actually where I was going to go to. Yeah, that's a real question, right? Because sometimes it can be a little too much, right? You can overdose or fixate a little too much on a thing.
All right, so what if you go downstairs and you see somebody just threw up Buffalo Bills from the floor up? Are we thinking like, yo, are we going that deep? Are you going that deep and thinking like, man, how are you in your personal life? Your personal relationship.
I think it really does. I agree. It does carry over.
It does carry over.
It does carry over.
I mean, well,
for
like,
sure.
what is your day to day, sir? Like,
This is what your whole life is revolving around. Whether this sports team win or lose, and
but
you can't even recover from that.
So like, right? Can you recover from that? Because fans get mad at players jumping teams for the bag,
Right.
as if they know them. Like why do we get so attached to the players so much?
You know what? I have a different perspective. While I do agree with that, right? Because I love the Lakers, and when Kobe versus Soul was alive, you know, my arch nemesis, and I'm saying mine as if like I'm playing against this guy. See, this is psychology, but like I wasn't really pro LeBron when Kobe was in existence. But when we acquired LeBron to the Lakers, you know, it was almost like, you know, welcome to the family. All those thoughts and resentment that I had for him, you know, went out the door. I mean, I still acknowledge him as a great player, but Kobe was still alive and Kobe was still on the court. Right. So it's almost just like, you know, you take a back seat. But as soon as he came on board, and it was a lot of people like that. Your Matt Barnes is your Carl Malone, and you know, all these people that came through. I was just like, you know, you was going against the GOAT, and you know, but when they came on board, it was like, you know, open arms. So
and that's crazy you say that. Like I heard a lot of people that is like they putting their Lakers fandom on pause until the king leaves. I was like, that's crazy.
It's different.
Like,
The loyalty piece.
But maybe we already touched on this, but I just need clarity. Why is it that when big time players like Bron or
KD
or Melo, KD, I'm trying to think of another player who made a shift.
Jump shipping.
All of them.
All the big
gosh,
guys,
yeah.
when they jump ship, it's like, oh man, you're a traitor. But when the owners, do all their moving and grooving, it's like, oh, it's business as usual. Like, why is it that we give the players?
Because we feel like, I think that sometimes we feel like it's like distrust. Like they turn their backs on something that because I don't think it's the player per se, or I don't think it's the fans' affinity towards the player per se. It's towards the organization as a whole. And so it's like, all right, you're a part of our fold, and you decided. So when he made the decision, right? LeBron made the decision to go to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't think that everybody that was affected by that were diehard LeBron fans. It was more or less just like, yo, this is the city of Cleveland, and you're from here.
You turn your back on your own city.
Right, you turned your back on your own city. You turned your back on this organization. And it wasn't even for a bag for him. He really just wanted to win,
That's it.
right?
Yeah.
He didn't care
I can't
about.
fault him for that.
And I can't be mad at him
Can't
for that
fault him
too. I mean, I was upset with how he did it, but I can't be mad at him for that. But
That's why I used to be upset, not upset, but look at bandwagon fans. My nose started like, man, pick a side.
yeah, I'm the same
Pick a
way.
side,
Yeah.
like,
Flip-flopper,
But
man.
but
Yeah,
then again,
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're really emotionally stable because
Right.
because
a good way to look at it, man.
When a team, like for instance, my wife, she loves college football, so I know she'd rather die for Alabama.
Tough
I'm not
season this year. It's a
whatever.
tough-
Yeah.
The house this year.
Yeah.
Tough
Yeah, they
season.
gonna
It's
see.
tough.
Easy for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Easy for you, tougher for her. This
Hey,
tough.
yeah.
September 27th.
Oh
son.
man.
Georgia versus Alabama. it's
Oh
gonna be
man,
something.
Oh,
yeah,
But no,
that's gonna be something.
but I'm getting at is like when she would watch football, it would be like, oh, I'm gonna pick that team because I like their colors,
Okay.
or because Derrick Henry is on the team,
Right.
and it's not so much the team, right?
Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
less stress,
Right.
Versus me, I'm all Falcon. I'm like, bro, like we a Falcon household, like you ride with this team,
Right.
So it's like the emotional. I can see how bandwagon's like, yo, man, I'm going with the team that's riding
hot
that wave.
right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
who
yeah,
was the,
yeah.
like, you go to basketball. When Minnesota was riding that way, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, I'm riding with
Yeah.
It was
Minnesota.
nice. It was a good
And I
feeling.
love the Lakers. I love my Hawks. Lord Jesus, I love my Hawks. But I was like, I didn't feel like I was being, cheating on my Hawks.
Sure.
But when you look at it like that, Meg, is it because of Ant-Man and his ties to Atlanta that made it easier for you
It
to
made
accept, like,
the transition.
Okay. Right, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
okay,
man.
right.
He a West End boy, man.
Right.
So it was easy for me.
And sometimes I think it is, to your point, it is like a connection that individuals may have. And it could be anything, right? It could be the fact that you do like their colors, or you may like the individual story.
Right.
He's from a single parent household like I
That's what I was
am,
about to say.
right?
about to say,
It could be, the storylines could be, or it could just be infrastructure. There's been systems that I just absolutely love, like their organization, how they manage, how they acquire, right?
Like the Steelers, man. Like
Great organization.
from top to bottom, man.
Great organization.
Consistency,
So do
man.
you-
You can just set your clock to them going to the playoffs and be in that model of consistency. They might not go
Yeah.
far, but
Right.
you can say they going to the playoffs.
Amazing
Tomlin got it
organization.
right there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it could be the wave, like you said. Like I remember when Lynn Sanity, with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Ain't never been a Knicks fan, never looked at New
Yeah.
York, right? But it was exciting,
Yeah.
right? I didn't ever profess being a fan, but it was exciting to like watch them win
That's
and to
like
watch
what
them
we-
perform.
you got-
I'm gonna date myself a little bit, man, but that's like how you was saying with Lynn Sanity, but like with Lob City back when
Man, that was
I
amazing.
like, oh my god,
Chris Paul
man.
and them,
Yeah,
and Blake,
man,
and
Darius Miles,
DeAndre Jordan.
I think everybody put him
Oh, even back then,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
But at what point, like if you could just personally think about your experience with sports, any sport,
Right.
at what point do have you ever been to the point like, yo, I'm too invested? Has that ever happened in your life?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just too invested.
For
right
sure.
I got like that when the Cubs went to the World Series because I was like, in
now.
my
Okay.
mind,
2016.
yes, I was
Yes,
like,
sir.
we'll never, like I might not ever see them win a championship. Like the Dolphins, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I accepted my fate. with that.
Accepted that, right? Yeah.
But when the Cubs was making that run through the playoffs, and I was like, Jimmy Mack, I was probably one of the ones he was talking about, man. Like every game, I got to go to work, but I'm watching every
Watching
inning,
it,
man.
watching it, yeah.
I'm invested. I'm
Yeah.
like
You
I'm
all
on the
in.
team.
But
I'm
how,
on,
but how did that affect? Not to cut you off,
Right.
But how did that affect other relationships?
man, it wasn't. That was it. I didn't care
Oh,
about
right.
none of
You all
that. It
in
was
on
just
that,
like, look, this is the
Yeah.
Cubs. They're making this run.
Yeah.
It's people that have been born and died and never seen this organization go
That's
this
it.
far in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
That's it.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna enjoy this ride, man,
That's
for
it.
whatever it's
Yeah.
worth.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's funny you mentioned that, but I was in the city. I was in Chicago.
Oh wow.
Oh
In
wow.
that last game when they won, bro, the whole city went crazy.
Crazy.
Shut up, bro.
I
You
mean,
were
the
there?
streets were flooded.
Right.
I was in the hotel looking out. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Game 7, man. It took
Yeah.
we done game 7.
that's why and I felt led for his birthday when you get him the championship hat. I was like, he got to have it, bro.
Right,
And he kept talking about the Cubs. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, like, he 108 years. Yeah, I'm gonna get you that hat, bro. But I think for me, I think it was when it was LeBron when they the 3-1 against Golden State.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not for a team because my team is the Hawks, but I love LeBron. So whoever team he was with, that's who I was rocking
Right,
with.
right,
So
right,
I was
right,
following
right.
the player. And I remember, man, I had a gig, but I'm DJing, but I got that phone. And I'm like, bro, I can't believe I got a gig in game 7. And I am trying to watch this game.
Trying to stay focused.
And the thing was over at 9, and I hauled ass, got home. Nobody was home but Pops. Daddy, bandwagon. He riding both sides.
Right. Who
But,
winning?
and then he was like, I kept hearing him in the bedroom cheering for Golden State, and I'm like cussing.
Right.
I'm cussing at my Pops, and he coming out like, bro, it ain't that deep. I'm like, yes it is.
Yeah.
LeBron came back for this. We going back. He was like, well, I hope he lose. Like, nigga, no. We going back and forth. And then when he won, when I tell you, you would have thought I was Bronny James, bro.
Right.
I went in my daddy's face and gave it to her like,
Yeah.
and my dad was laughing. He was like, so you getting a cut?
Right, yeah.
You getting
And
something? I'm
then-
like,
right.
nah. He's like, nigga, chill. Like,
Yeah.
that's when I knew. I was like, yo, my veins are popping.
you
like,
doing
why
too
am I
much.
so...
Blood pressure up.
I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
understand it, bro. Like, and then it made me think, like, right now, at this very moment, do I go that hard for my relationships too?
Right,
Like,
yeah. In anything, man. Like,
It's
right, with your finances, with your,
it's
with
a-
your everything,
I'm
man,
talking
your
about it, bro.
education.
and
Yeah.
the operative word is priorities, fellas. It's just like, I mean, because you're
Yeah,
right.
bro.
Because, we pose with that question quite often on Sundays at church, where it's just like, I mean, y'all up, you know what I'm saying, at the stadiums screaming to your lungs for your team. And then when it's time to, or you at a concert and you screaming to your lungs for Taylor Swift.
Church,
But
man.
like, right,
Yeah.
and, you a recluse and you to yourself when it's time, So, it's very interesting.
And it's also crazy, not to get churchy, but it's also crazy how when you're in a church setting, you really start to think about what other people think.
Yeah.
In most cases, like, oh, I want to do it, but I don't
want to
wanna
be perceived,
a
just
certain
looked
way.
at as like
But if I go to a Jay-Z
Jesus
concert,
freak, man.
Oh,
What?
yeah, right, yeah.
Hey, my shirt off, spilling drinks everywhere,
That's
a few
fine,
four-letter
man.
words, like,
Right,
yeah.
like,
That's crazy.
So like,
Perception is crazy.
what you got, Mark? Like in terms of like fanatics. I mean, I know you a Georgia fan. Has there ever been a time where you say, I'm doing too much, or are you kind of even keel, like you know where to stop it at?
Bro, I mean, only time I can really think about, I'll go back to the Falcons, man. We made it to the Super Bowl, bro. That year, I was locked in,
It's
and I
triggering,
never
huh?
thought I could be, bro. I
Jay
I
Mack
almost took my TV off the wall after halftime when the shit started unfolding. I said, what the hell's going on? Full court hit, bro. I'm lost my mind.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
a
know
crazy
who I
game.
was no more. Like,
You lost yourself. You lost yourself,
I'm
man.
gonna piggyback off of that because
Boy said I didn't know who I was.
your wife's house.
Yeah.
We were at your wife's house with all your boys, your bros, and our family watching it at his in-law, my auntie and uncle's house. And everybody,
Super Bowl.
yeah, Super Bowl. Everybody's cheering. Everybody got their Falcon
Everybody high.
paraphernalia,
The first
everything,
half
right?
was stupid.
Right. And then we see it's 28-3. Everybody's cheering, like,
everybody saying it's over.
This
Right.
all you.
Everybody
This all
saying,
you.
we got it.
we got one. Okay.
We finally got it.
Here
Hold your
go my
break.
wife. My wife says, "Babe, why you not cheering?" I said, "Cause it's them damn fouls."
Yeah,
She's like, "But
yeah.
it's 28-3." I'm like, "And it's Tom
They got
Brady
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
They
Yeah.
got Tom Brady.
sitting on the side."
Can't count
And
that
we
brother
got,
out,
We
man.
got Matt Ryan, who I think is a top tier player for the Falcons, man, in history. But the thing is,
He ain't no Tom Brady,
he ain't no Tom Brady. But on top of that, and that's another thing. I know this ain't about our topic, but when you're on the field and you're assessing the situation, and they got a play coming in your ear, and you know, like, yo, we don't need to do that. At some point, you got to step like, hey, no, we not doing
Right,
it.
yeah.
Tom Brady would do
All
that.
the time.
No, we ain't doing it.
All the time.
Matt Ryan was
Right.
kill.
We ain't doing that.
Matt Ryan was on. They said call the play. I called the
Yeah, Hall of
play.
Fame coach.
Like, bro,
Bill Belichick, we ain't doing
Belichick.
that. I'm about to do this, right?
bro,
Hey, I just, okay.
Right.
This
Yes,
is what you
sir.
want to do right
Okay.
here. Fact.
right.
Come on, man.
Like, bro, just hand the ball up. We got the game, bro. He kept throwing the ball. The time kept stopping.
Yeah, man.
So I was like,
That's
yo.
what I watched.
And after a while, overtime's like, oh, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
It's over.
I said, yeah.
It's over, bro. So I guess, is there? Yes, there is such thing as a toxic fan.
Yeah.
But are we ever inclined? Should we ever step in and be like, yo, bro, you doing too much?
I hope people had them. People wanted
If
to make
it's
it
too
death
bad,
threats and-
yeah.
Was that your place? Is that?
Yeah, definitely. Like if you got a homeboy or a friend or relative, anybody that you know of, and they making death threats or you know what I'm saying, they, you know,
Yeah.
They leaving the house.
online all
They
day,
lost their job.
acting the,
Yeah,
acting the
that is,
players and stuff like that, or now you
Disown
going
their
too far,
family,
right?
bro.
Yeah, man.
Or being disowned by the
yeah.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
way
I-
too
You gotta
far,
draw a line.
I've even heard like I forgot the documentary was on Netflix. Like jokers were taking out their 401ks
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to like get these
Season
season
tickets,
tickets, get
yeah.
the suites,
Super Bowl.
to fly to all
Yeah.
their games. Like if that's y'all agree, that's your bro. Are you saying something like, hey bro, go do your thing? Or you can like, hey bro, whoa, wait a minute.
I mean, you can't
Hey, listen.
let your people
Yeah.
I know, tell you, like you say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But at that point, after I done let you know, like, hey man, that might not be the wise decision. You might, you know what I'm saying, want to reevaluate what you're doing, and you still continue on to do it. Hey man, you know.
So you at least say something.
Right?
Yeah,
man.
say
Yeah,
something.
definitely, man.
Yeah, that way you look back and say, look.
Like I tried.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I feel like emotional freedom is follow your favorite player,
But
not the team.
I agree. I agree with that. But I feel like everybody has their own like guilty pleasure, right? So we can say that about fandom, but like you got people that are diehard like shoe collectors, people that just absolutely
Everybody
love
got
to
their
travel.
own vice.
I got a
Collect
friend.
guns.
Yeah.
facts.
I got a friend that he travels so much. It's to the point where and that's great that you
Yeah.
have the ability to do that. But I'm almost just like, when you're gonna like live life and start a family and settle down and you're grown, you're in your mid-40s, like.
Is that-
What's important to him is his lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And some people may look at like this.
Yeah.
So
Of course, same way.
how we
Like,
measure it,
yeah,
right?
man.
Because you traveling and because I like to watch, the Commanders.
Right.
Is apples to oranges. So
So is there an age limit? Like, yo, all right, bro, your fanatic years are over, bro. Like, come on.
yeah,
No,
I don't think that applies to
Does that apply?
Right.
No, because you got 95.
Like say it do. It applies, Mike.
well, no, it exists. It definitely exists. I definitely want to acknowledge that it exists.
Yeah.
Now, if that stipulation applies, I do think that sometimes it could be a little too
Like Spike Lee. Like
Yeah,
everybody has
bro.
but
All Knicks fans. All Knicks fans.
Jack Nick.
Bro, he'll be right there courtside with the
courtside
game,
the whole
bro.
time,
Ready to
right?
walk.
You
He'll be
know,
there.
so I do think that like it depends on the degree too, like right, like how invested are you in it, and how is it like disrupting your quality of life and the way that you're moving and interacting, right? As long as you're again tying it back to priorities, as long as your priorities are in order, and I do think that there's like a common understanding as far as what priorities is. I don't think that's subjective.
Right, in general.
I think in general,
this
like
is
this is
the-
like
yeah.
it just has to be.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. Being married and being in a relationship and having kids, it be many a times I see something that's paraphernalia like the Lakers, the Hawks, the Falcons, and I'm like, ooh, I could get it. But then I look down the hallway and be like,
There you go.
so I gotta be like to your point, priorities. I'm like,
yeah.
man, like, bro, but ain't nobody got that, bro. Like I want.
So that's when
You know what I'm saying?
that's when I think there is a limit to it,
Yeah,
on
limit
your
to it,
age,
like-
right? But that's with
Yeah.
anything.
Or you gotta have that, like Jim May said, you got that emotional intelligence. Like, all right, you know what?
Yeah.
I like this, but we got X, Y, and Z going on. Yeah, later for that.
Later for that.
What y'all think about them cats that be like getting tatted up and all that, man?
I was just about to
man.
ask that.
Oh no, bro. That's
You getting any team or player tatted?
Right? No,
Nah.
never.
Never.
nah, I wouldn't do
That's what I'm saying. That's taking it too far, right?
Right. But I know a lot of
Is
people
it?
that got like the G or like the U.
Yeah,
On the, you know what I'm saying?
Georgia,
Like,
Alabama, A for Alabama.
Alabama,
Or
right.
Braves.
But don't y'all both, not to put y'all out there, but don't y'all got brains?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's a little worse, man.
Is that the same thing?
Everybody out there, okay? It's a fine line. It's a fine line.
Break this down,
But,
bro.
bro, it's along the same thing. But
Yeah.
look, it's a fine line.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
being I don't consider us being in the element, being fanatics for our fraternities
Yeah,
at that moment in time, equivalent to a crazy sports fan. That
Yeah.
ain't, mindset wise, it ain't the same.
Got you.
So,
I respect that.
That's what you're saying with tattoo. Though.
Yeah.
but flip that just a tad bigger. I'm not Greek. I just what I see.
Right.
Can you have a toxic Greek?
Hell yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, you see it.
Everybody
all the time.
got one.
God,
right.
Everybody got them online right now.
Doing too much?
It's really the
Doing
old
too
ones.
much?
It's the old
I
ones.
don't know. That's all I ask. Like, is there such a thing, or 'cause, like, it was that normal to see everybody
All
do?
day, every day. You see it, man. You can't tell them nothing about the organization, man.
Born lead, don't grow up.
Yeah, right. That's it. That's their whole
Every-
life,
every,
man.
every party, every
Yeah.
homecoming.
And similarly, let me ask y'all this, right? So it's all about legacy, right?
Yeah,
And lineage.
yeah.
So all of y'all got young ones, right?
Yeah.
Would y'all be upset if your child decided to go, with the opposing team, that you a fan of, like is it to that level of like nah? Because you see a lot of parents breed their kids early on.
But you got to though.
I put it right now on camera. My boys will never be Saints fans.
Oh my God!
You say that.
You sound like Big
You say that,
Mako.
but you got Big Mako here, right?
No,
I got something to say.
if they Saints fans, they go to his house. Bro. I'm not. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you because that comes with maturity,
No
though.
Saints merch.
That's maturity. That's maturity. Like if he rocks with the Packers or the Dolphins, whoever. I mean, my boys, I'm cool with it. It's all out of fun for me now. But there was a stage where I was like,
Nah.
Ain't no way.
I ain't no way. But
You know you got.
hold your thought really quick. But when you think about it, everybody's human, right?
Yeah, right.
These people don't know me from my left hand or anything. So it's like when you approach them, sometimes they greet them as if they're supposed to know who they are. Like,
Right.
yo, Drew Brees.
Right.
Hey, my guy. Oh, yo, I bought you every game. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am. I email you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say that you even got that like with certain parents with their alma maters. Where it's almost just like if I'm not paying for my child's tuition if they go to a university outside of this, or if they don't go to a HBCU. I've heard
Or
this
if they
from
don't
friends.
go follow me on that major and be a doctor like that.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard that.
You're right.
So it's like this mentality towards so many layers, right?
But
that to me, that smokes growth, bro. It shouldn't never go that
If
far.
it's spilled that
that
far,
goes back to that generational loyalty, right?
Right,
Like
generational
for me, I could speak on it. My mom went to Claflin, my dad went to Morehouse. And my mom at the time when I was still in school was still heavy. And she's still heavy in the Alumni Association. But at that point, like, you could have said her name at Claflin, oh, he could come with no problem. And I graduated and I'm sitting here like, do I go to Morehouse, follow my dad's legacy? Or do I go to Claflin? Free ride. But I gotta go to South Carolina, go to Orangeburg. I'm not that far from my grandparents' house, but I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go to
but it was
Orangeburg.
the same pool at the house though, wasn't it, before you? Because everybody like knew Uncle Drew.
Yeah, but in Morehouse it was like it wasn't no full ride.
Oh, I got
So it was like,
okay.
so it was like naming conventions, right?
I got you.
It was naming conventions. Like I could go to Morehouse and they see my name and they're like, yo, salute, Wilborn, respect. Names are in the MLK Chapel. Yeah, the names like my grandfather's face is in the chapel next to. Well, they keep moving around, but at that time it was in between MLK and Maynard Jackson. It was like he was right there with them. So like we always take pictures every time we go. Like walk the halls, go to my professor's class. Oh, that's Wilborn. That's a Wilborn right there. But that money didn't transfer that way. So, but I could have had a full free ride. My mama tells me, she's like, hey, you could have went to Claflin for free. But I was like, it's something about following your father footsteps.
As a son too.
It's something to that. Like or even a family member that you look up to.
Right.
Like you see how they move, and it's like, I want to move like that. When I get older. So it's I feel it's college football, but I feel for Arch Manning, man. I feel for him. I feel for Arch Manning because that is an unfair pressure you're putting on somebody who hasn't shown himself anything.
But
You know what I'm saying?
He wanted though, right? I mean, he know what he was stepping into.
You know what he's getting into?
As a kid. That's what it is.
It's like you're telling me he's a generational talent off of 2 games. Like, yeah, you gotta prove yourself.
Want him to prove that. So when I go into the game, I want to see what you're really about. So everybody's taking that mentality, like, oh, I get to play against Arch.
But to me that's unfair because it's like, yeah, he has the name.
Right.
But what do we do very well? Again, going to colleges, you see the name Xavier. It holds a certain prestige, right? Albany, Morehouse, all these college HBCUs hold a prestige. You see the name Manning, you think Peyton, you think Eli, and you're like, oh, he's got that same caliber. It's like he's his own person, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
They held Bronny to that. you know,
Oh,
to a degree.
Oh man,
Still
still get
I feel for you, bro.
still get man. So,
Yeah. So I mean, we can wrap this one up, man. I just thought we have a good conversation about this toxic
It is.
fandom. It's real out there, man. I say, man, listen. If it costs you your 401k, cut it out, man. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I say do you, man. Do you until you can't. You know.
right.
Yeah.
You can't. You stop.
Yeah, it's like
Just walk away.
any obsession or any addiction. It could be gambling. It
Yeah,
could be you know watching sports, whatever it may be, collecting certain things. If it starts like costing you your health, losing your family, losing your friends, then that's where we kind of got to look in the mirror, like is
Priorities.
Enough is enough.
Priorities.
Right.
Priorities, man.
There you go.
What we doing?
But I mean, I will be curious to hear, what some of the crazy fan stories or fanatic, friends that people may have out there. So leave it in the comments,
Let
let
us
us
know, man.
share. But that would be, interesting to see some of the craziest.
What you
crazy
got, Zay?
things.
What you got?
Nah, man, I agree with all y'all, man. So like I said, man, y'all bringing up old wounds, man. I'm still thinking about that Miami Buffalo game Thursday.
Too close.
Oh yeah, that was way too close. Too
Could've
close
won
for
that game.
comfort.
Right, yeah, we
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
I might have been a fanatical fan that night. Tossed and turned all Thursday night.
Yeah, there's a limit. There's a limit, right?
Right, yeah.
All right, y'all. We love y'all, man. Smash that like button.
All right.
Hey, subscribe.
Share this, man. We love y'all.
Peace.